Hi, I'm Albert Silver, and I'm an editor of ChessBase News. In this video, I'd like to present you with one of the most exciting features of the ChessBase Account premium subscriber service, the videos. Of all of the web apps that have been added to the ChessBase Account and premium subscriptions for PlayChess users, the videos really provide the most value, the most exciting features. And the reason for this is that many of the videos that you get for free as a premium subscriber are actually paid products in the ChessBase shop. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let's click on video and take a look. When I click on it, I get this page, and I immediately see some of the recognized faces, such as Grandmaster Daniel King with his very popular Power Play series. We have Grandmaster Karsten Mueller, the very famous endgame expert, Grandmaster Simon Williams, and of course many others. Here we also have a selection of opening, middle game, and endgame. If I click on opening, what do I get? We immediately see a list that looks very much like the ChessBase shop, in fact. And there's good reason for that. All of these products, all of these little cover arts that you see are in fact paid products. All of them you would be buying for 10 or 20 euros, depending on which one. And here you get to see them really for free. There's no extra cost, there's no in-app purchase involved. It's just click and watch. And to give you an idea, let me show you Beat the Slav in the shop. As you can see, normally you would have to buy this, download it, install it, and then view it. But as a premium subscriber, you don't need to do any of that. You can just come over here, click on it, and immediately get a list of all the videos. Not just an excerpt or an intro or the first 2 or 3. It's not a sampler, it's the full Monty. Now let me show you what it looks like to give you an idea as to just how good that experience is. Is it really the full thing?
So now the real popularity of this line was d-take c4 and bishop f5 in our times started with the World Championship match in 2006 when Kramnik played this line several times with black against Topalov. Now after dc4, a4, bishop f5, Topalov chose e3.
Okay, here you can see you have really the normal experience, which is the board, the video of the grandmaster player presenting it, the notation, and of course the normal controls. Advance it, sound on or off, and more. If by any chance, and this does sometimes happen, you see the video start to hesitate, to choke a little bit in the beginning, treat it like a large or high-resolution YouTube video. And what you would do then would be to put it on pause and let it load some of the video into the memory. And here you can see it's already loaded pretty fast. In this case, today we've been pretty lucky, but it does happen. And it may depend also on your internet connection. Let's maximize it to get a much nicer experience. And we'll drag this down to increase the video. I happen to like to watch the players in a larger experience. And press play.
His match against Kramnik in game 2 of this match, and basically he switched to knight e5 later on, but the theme of today is e3, and I also think this is a safer move and practically speaking a better move. At least in my own experience, I scored much better with e3 than with knight e5. And it's also, I think, a system which is easier to understand and easier to play for white. So at e3, now basically white is winning back the ball.
So as you can see, it works fine. You get the full experience. You have also the usual visual cues you would expect, such as highlighted squares, arrows, and whatnot. And you have more involved. Here, for example, if I click on the little floppy disk icon, well, that's interesting. You will save a copy of the notation and game into your computer. However, know that this is not the video itself, it is just the actual PGN file. I can also change the board into a 3D board, which is really quite spectacular looking. I can move it around and look at it, as you can see. It's very nice looking. However, even though it is quite spectacular looking, personally I happen to prefer the 2D, at least for visualizing the videos, but the option is there. You can zoom in and zoom out. And finally, of course, you can flip the colors as you see fit. You also notice there's a little like button here. This like button is linked to this popularity chart here. If you click on it, it will basically add to the popularity and help other viewers or other subscribers choose the videos that they think will be the most interesting. There are, after all, a lot of videos. Let's go back. As you saw in the opening, we had about 12 videos, but you actually have more than that. You'll notice this 1, 2, 3, and that means there are basically that many pages worth of material. Here we even have a special video by Sergei Tivyakov, the great expert on the Scandinavian defense, presenting his pet Queen D6 line, and there's many others. However, that's not the extent of the videos. There are other material as well, in video, but not just, let's say, lectures. For example, you have interactive questions by Oliver Reed. You have the move by move by Giri Topolov. What does interactive mean? Well, the interactive videos are basically quiz questions in which you're asked to enter a move and see if you're right. And you will get video feedback. It's not just enter it and you'll have a little red check mark or a little red X if you got it wrong and a green check mark if you got it right. No, it's much more interesting than that. Let's take this one, for example, by Karsten Mueller on the strategic endgame space advantage. And you'll notice the keyword interactive, which is what helps tell you that this is a questionnaire type of video. For example, this one by Adrian Mikhalchishin, the president, I think, of the FID Trainers Commission, it only just says videos, which means that these are lectures and not interactive.
In the German Bundesliga.
Hold on. You know, I think that man, if he hadn't been born a chess player, he would have been a baritone singer with that voice of his. Okay. And here we go.
Haskar against Trier, board 4. The following position arose with white to move in the 26 move. White is better, he has more space, and black has a traffic jam with his mine pieces. How to make the maximum out of it? Which move makes the strongest pressure?
Okay, as you can see, the video stopped. It literally reached its end, and we are not asked to skip to the next video, for example. No, rather we are asked to enter a move to try to solve this position. Now, I'm going to choose the first and most obvious move, which is probably incorrect because he probably wouldn't have chosen it to quiz us on, which is e takes f5, and let's see what happens.
This was played, in fact, in the game, but I don't think that it is strongest. White is better, and we will see in the next clip soon how the game went. But there is a move that makes more pressure. So try again. The disadvantage here is that black's knight can break free and quickly find a more active role in the game. Fight better against the passive knight.
Excellent. So, as you saw, not only was I wrong, which was expected, but we also got feedback, not just in as a representation of we are wrong or we are right, but we were given explanations as to why the move chosen was wrong, with a very valid and indisputable knight e7 attacking both pawns. I can try again, and I can therefore see if I was right or wrong. If I get it wrong several times, I can skip to the solution. And finally, of course, sometimes I get different replies or different wrong moves. All in all, these interactive questions are fascinating to do and are a much more interesting and engaging way to solve problems online. Now, aside from all of these video lectures, the many videos, for example, if I were to go to Simon Says, Power Play, all of these three on the top represent programs that these grandmasters hold on Play Chess Live. So, for example, if I were to go to Simon Says, I will see a number of dates, very long lectures by Simon Williams, and these were presented live with a live audience and live questions. If you wanted to be a part of these, you can check out the schedule inside of Play Chess, and if you happen to miss them and would like to see them, then by all means come here to the archive and check them out.
Hello, and welcome to Simon Says. So we'll get going very shortly. I'm just waiting until some people join the room. If you could just confirm that you can hear and see me, all okay?
Now, as you can see, he's already explaining live, this was recorded live, that he's waiting for people to arrive and so forth. So this was the recording of a live performance. You may notice also in the list of videos, some of them are brown, some of them are gray. As a rule, very simply, the gray ones are videos that you have already seen, or at least partially. And the brown ones are videos that you haven't seen. So this will help you tell you, if after you've seen a lot of material, whether you've already seen this or not. Finally, you can also look at many of the summaries of tournaments that have occurred in the past. For example, Daniel King's round-by-round summaries of the London Chess Classic, of the Tata Steel, even of the current, as this video is being recorded, candidates in Moscow 2016. If you'd like to check them out and missed out on them, this is a great way to find them easily and quickly. Finally, as you can see, the video service here of ChessBase Account truly offers unparalleled value for the money. If you are looking to see a lot of ChessBase videos and a lot of ChessBase material on the cheap, this is your ticket. I hope that has answered all of your questions. Bye-bye.